What's cracking, YouTube? Primal here, and today, guys, we are popping into episode 3 of the Call of Duty League 2025 CDL podcast. Episode 3, we're going to be discussing week 2 matches along with my thoughts of teams, and once January comes, I'll show details of matches coming up, which will be January 10th. When that week comes up, I will be giving my thoughts. I will be giving my predictions and all. And I'll give initial ideas of how I think things are going to go, but I don't want to lock myself into what I think is going to happen. I just want to see if there's going to be any changes. So I do have some notes written down, but these are just notes. They're not full sentences. So yeah, let's crack on into it. So matches, honestly, week 1 we got 8 out of 12 matches correct. In week 2 we got 10 out of 12 matches correct. I did make a little bit of an oopsie on week 2 of flipping the scores. It's like I got scores right, I just didn't get the winner right, so it's like but I'm okay with that. It's signs of progress. All right. First off, starting off with LA Thieves, they are looking very strong with a 4-0 series count. They are showing chinks in their armor. They are supposed to be the God Squad CDL. Yes, they're 4-0, but they are showing chinks. If you have seen the FaZe v Thieves match, they literally dismantled Thieves in control of Thieves. Were up 2-0 against FaZe, and FaZe took that and took map 4, and they were literally on the cusp of a reverse sweeping Thieves. Like, all they needed was 2 rounds, I'm telling you, to reverse sweep them. And if that round 9 had gone in favor of FaZe, holy moly, we would have been seeing a major breakdown by Thieves. But Thieves squeak out the win, barely by skin their teeth, in my opinion. Even though that round 9, yeah, they did have a bit of an advantage of getting that first blood. But if they hadn't got first blood and BZ or Simp had gotten it, I really think FaZe would have taken it to round 11 and would have reverse swept them. And so the 250-245 map win was against the Los Angeles Gorilla Mates. My jaw was literally hitting the floor when I saw Thieves squeak it out by 1. I was like, no way you literally win it by 1. They were so close to literally choking the series. Well, choking map 4. Like, if Envoy hadn't been in point and done what he had done, he would have been. They would have gone to map 5, and who knows what would happen. I would have said Thieves still take it map 5, but who knows? All right. Miami is currently 1-3. Big yikes. But this is just start of season 2, by the way. Real had an insane 40 bomb on Rewind against Seattle Surge. Yeah, this is an all Spanish roster. Not sure how I'm feeling about the Spanish team in general. Part of me is like, yeah, they're good. Definitely top 8. I don't see them winning anything for sure because they just seem so, what's the words? Disorganized. It's like, yeah, they've come to game 5s multiple times, but they just can't seem to close out. All right, let's talk about FaZe, guys. This one here had me losing my mind, made me losing sleep. Like, not like sleep as in I couldn't sleep, it's just making me wonder about them. I know they are definitely a top 3 team, top 3 or better, It's just start season. Yes, they lost 3 matches in a row. Like, this is their worst starting season ever. Like, it just shocks me really. Um, as I said, they should have won against Thieves. Ultra, yeah, they took it easy with a 3-1 sweep of FaZe. What really made me a bit concerned, majorly concerned, was Carolina Royal Ravens sweeping FaZe 3-0. And I'm just thinking in my head, what were they thinking? Or I was literally losing full watching series. I wanted to scream, shoot back or change up your strats and attack it from a different angle. Like, they were close forcing the map 4. It came down to round 5 in control, and I was like, come on. But their first win was against Falcons, which we will get to them later on. And boy, do I have words for them. Oh boy. All right, so Optic, they lose their first match against Boston. Boston taking game 5. Yeah, did not see that coming. But then they win the next 3. Additionally, in during the start of week 2, there was I was scrolling through YouTube and all, just seeing what information I can glimpse, and I see Tactical Rab and Benjay Nassim and a couple of other creators talking about a Optic change, and I'm like, Optic's making a change already? But it's like, who can really are some of the top challenger grinders down in the pit? So I thought, okay, maybe Optic is talking about, but they weren't going to make it. But actually, Pred is stepping away from the scene for personal mental health issues. So best of luck to him. Hopefully, he gets back to the scene. But don't know when he'll be back. He says he'll be back hopefully by in Major 1, but mental health is a struggle and is important to people, especially players playing on a extremely high level like they are for hundreds of thousands of dollars and stuff, as well as spot in a very prestige league of only 48 players are allowed in the league, and 1 or 2 substitutes, I believe. So yeah, Optic take their next 3, well, their last 2 with Hook. Hook, in my opinion, is a good substitute in for Pred. Could I see Hook being in the main lineup even after Pred is wants to come back? Yes, I could see Hook staying in main lineup. It all depends on how he plays and stuff and how the boys do there on Optic. It really all depends. Yeah. All right. Next, Carolina Royal Ravens starting their season off 4-0. This actually honestly surprised me compared to their MW3 season, where they literally were struggling to get series wins and were struggling game 5s. But with Slasher in for Kleiser, missed the goat and all. They have been winning, and I love see how they're clicking. It's like Slasher and Gwen is a really strong combination. I have to agree with other people of what they've said. Yeah, this team is a bit scary. Yeah, it's early season days and all of me saying this, but if they keep playing the way they are and don't fall off or anything, I definitely can see Ravens making champs easily. All right. Oh, I put. Oh, wait. Okay. So I put Cloud9 and Falcons together, but I put Falcons at the bottom of my notes. I'll just put this mention in for Falcons below. Um, Cloud9, they are struggling. They're 1-3. They only won one series so far, and the series they won was a little surprising to me. Personally, Cloud9, they are playing out LA, so they're going to have ping disadvantage. Not to mention, they are also going to be facing. I feel like they're also facing team chemistry issues in a way of certain players are not clicking well. Personally, if it was up to me, I'd say drop Crump, pick up Pred if he does become a free agent after Major One. Like if Optic don't pick him up and just keep Hook. Like Cloud9, pick up Pred. It's like you got Sib, Pred, Mac, the Seattle Surge team for the Vanguard and MW2 season. With Accuracy as their coach, but he's no longer playing. So with him as their coach, I really think that would make a stronger lineup, especially with attach on the team. Like that team right there, definitely major caliber, especially since Accuracy has played with all of those guys before, and if Cloud9 does pick up Pred, that team definitely can improve big time. But right now, I feel like there's definitely chemistry struggles in that org. Maybe they need to make change. I'd say definitely Crimp in my opinion. People have said Tatch is but Tatch, if you give him the right team and all, he can fry. Like we've seen him fry in matches. All right, Boston Breach 3-1. Like this team is a dark horse. Like I did not predict this team to be doing this well at the start of the season. As I said in previous podcasts episodes, that the org had drama going on last season and stuff. So I'm like, okay, let's see how they do. But the team they brought over from EWC, holy moly, they are frying, like not even joking. All right. Let's talk about the Los Angeles Gorilla Mates. I had high hopes for this team. Like, yeah, Priesta was definitely a factor of how he would play. But watching that team play, it just makes me. They really need to make a change, in my opinion. Yes, Priesta. The person I would replace is Priesta, but it's like, yes, Priesta has had his pop off potential, but if you watch him in map, he's just so slow, and while his other teammates are literally running around maps, getting kills or gain hill time, but he's nowhere near sometimes, or he's literally being outgunned, and he. I could literally do a podcast on Priesta sometimes. I feel like the other ones all have really strong chemistry or potential together of Lynn, Skies, and Kiz. Yes, I've heard some people say Kiz is slow as Priesta, but it's like I feel Kiz has a higher ceiling than Priesta though. So Priesta's a AR main, so it's like and Ilya is a AR main too, so it's like maybe give Ilya a shot, but part of me is like I just wonder if Ilya needs more time in challengers before they bring him up, or if he really needs to truly prove himself with a year in the pit. All right, let's talk about Minnesota Rocker. They're currently 2-2. Their last series was against Thieves. They were murdering Thieves in map 4. I thought we were seeing map 5 for sure, but Thieves bring it back, reverse sweep them in map 4 on Hardpoint Rewind, and they send Minnesota back to lobby with a 2-2 record. But I will have to say, their control against Cloud9 extremely well. However, I will say that Rocker is a Texas team, so they'll have a better ping against Cloud9. But watching them play, it's like I have to give praise to Kremp and the guys over there for how they played. Yes, Kremp fried out his mind in round 1 of control, but he really just needs to keep that consistency. It's like if you're not going to keep that consistency, then there's definitely going to be issues. But they literally 3-0 Cloud9 in control, and I was impressed by that. So just wanted to say shout out to them. All right. Next, Toronto Ultra 4-0 with a 4-0 flawless search and destroy performance. Like they have not dropped a map yet in not control in search and destroy. This right here, I definitely think Ultra is definitely a top 4, maybe top 3 team. Playing FaZe top 4 maybe. It all depends on how they really play and what we see out of them during the minor tournament and for the rest of the qualifier split for FaZe. Like if FaZe significantly improve over this time they've got, I definitely will have to redo power rankings. Yeah, definitely sleeper team for sure. That I definitely doubted. Hold on a sec. Pardon me. All right, Surge top 18. So they're 1-3. I love how Rainbow Rays trying to go for a French/European team. I just really don't think this is going to work out. It's like initially before I had technical issues with uploading this one back when I was trying to record for week 2, I was going to say drop Hixie, pick up Hook. That would definitely bring chemistry up strong, but Hook is now for optics, so that's one door slammed in Surge's face. I just feel like there's definitely team chemistry struggle. Maybe role struggle too, or how that team in general plays. Because I've never, outside of the 2 Surge players, I've never seen a team look so confused on maps sometimes. Like, I was listening to what commentator said about the Miami versus Seattle series, and I do have to agree. My Surge looked lost at times. All right, last team before we talk about some top 5 players and stuff. Vegas Falcons, Challengers team. Came from Challengers, played for Falcons Esports, all Saudi Arabia members. This right here has me thinking that maybe Xnid should be the only guy on the team and they need to blow it up, or maybe they just need to blow up the whole team and just try their Challengers team. Like have their Challengers team play against the CDL teams and see how they do. It's like you've got a Challengers team on top of your pro team for a reason. It's like swap them out, see how they do. Sometimes I just rant and I apologize. All right, top five players. Well, I shouldn't say week one. After week two, going into minor one, I would say Abizi slash Celium, and this is in no specific order. So Abizi slash Cell, Beezy with multiple first bloods in Search and Destroy, Celium with insane pop offs against Falcons and just being the Hellkin for the team. In my opinion, Cell does need to get out there, just show everyone the why is it very hard to kill and why FaZe deserve to be top 3 or better or even top 2 or better. Next, Slasher. Slasher, I definitely was having my concerns about, but definitely top 5 player after week 2, along with Gwyn. Those two are very scary to go up against, in my personal opinion. Next, Beans. Beans for Toronto Ultra, he is a shooter. It's like he's literally got aimbot, but when you watch his gameplay, he literally melts people off the map. And finally, Scrap for LA Thieves. Scrap definitely strong pop off potential AR player. Definitely has a scrap talk to go with. Trash talk, not scrap talk. What am I talking about? um, yeah. All right. Next, let's talk about sound EQ cheese and maps. So maps right now we've got Hacienda in ranked. So I'm excited to see how Hacienda is going to shape up the map pool. It's like if we can get some more BO4 maps or some maps to be more like BO4, I feel like FaZe is going to find their groove and just dominate the whole competition. Like there are other maps out there that were talked about for map pool and stuff. Like get rid of red card, get rid of skyline, vault, um, get rid of those, throw in Hacienda and some other more BO4 maps, and FaZe is going to be scary. Definitely would change up how I see power rankings. Just excited to see how the teams play too. Um, so Sound EQ Cheese, I definitely do believe there are teams in the league using it. Um, I definitely could see Gorilla Mates soon using it since they're 0-4. FaZe, highly doubt it. Yes, you could say bias cheese, but those guys are nasty, and I highly, highly, highly doubt they would use it. Um, yeah. Next, there was a update in Black Ops 6 where there's a visual gun recoil, but not recoil in general, from what I've heard from TACRAB and have heard from other people. Definitely feels like it's both a pro and a con of making it feel like it's a no skill weapon meta slash CDL season. I still feel like there's strong skill gaps between teams, that's for sure, and other teams are definitely working on reducing that skill gap. All right, finally, let's talk about upcoming matches and look at the bracket for minor one. So here's what the bracket looks like for minor one for major one. I'll give my thoughts of this once the major, well, not major, once minor draws closer. So first week of January or before the major starts. So, yep. And here are the matches. So based off here, before I really, these are just my initial thoughts of the matches. Rocker 3-1, FaZe 3-1, Optic 3-0 or 3-1, Surge 3 2, I'm going to say, just in case Cloud9 tries to reverse sweep. That's how I would see it play out. But yeah, anyways, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, turn on notification button, guys, and I will catch you all in the next one. Have a great night, guys, and let me know what your thoughts are in the comment section below. Peace out.